Hey everybody, Black Ninja 797 here, and welcome back to another video. And today's video, this is a big day. This is a absolutely really big day because this, at least for a long while, is my last video on Overwatch. Overwatch, the game that you're seeing right now on the screen, the game that you've seen in previous videos, the game that is known for a lot of things, some being good, some being bad, and this game, it's important to me. It really, honest to God, is important to me, and I do love this game. Now with Overwatch, I want to not necessarily do a pub stomping video, I didn't want to necessarily do a funny moments video, but unlike any other game, I want to give this game a proper goodbye. Overwatch is, without a doubt, one of my favorite video games of all time. Period. Hands down, no doubt about it. This game has had many ups and downs, but for me personally, it's had a lot of ups. More than downs, and it allows me to look past the downs, because the game's just near and dear to me. It really, really is. Like, there's so many things that I could say about Overwatch that a lot of people can't. And for me, you guys know me. And if you don't know me, I'm an optimistic guy, but I'm a realistic guy. I like to call it an optimistic realist. And basically, when it comes to Overwatch, is that I was really like that. I gave the game a lot of crap for when it messed up. But when it did something good, I really, really was positive and outgoing, and I tried my absolute hardest to make the game better. I really, really did. I would say stuff on Twitter, I would @ the devs, I would make videos on my YouTube channel talking about my opinions, and somehow those would translate. I don't know if they necessarily had my videos get watched by the devs, or if it was like popular, or if it got shared somewhere. But whenever I would recommend something for Overwatch, it would come to fruition, so I guess the game was mostly built around the way I like, which maybe is one of the reasons why I liked it for so long. And I really do still like it. But Overwatch has finally met its end. Everything comes to an end, and Overwatch, it just happens to be now. Overwatch 2 obviously is a thing, so that will eventually come out, and I'm really looking forward to that, because I'm hoping that I can relive the glory days again of Overwatch. And at the same time, I'm scared, because with Overwatch, when the beta first came out and the game first came out, a lot of people really liked this game. And then after the first year or two, it slowly declined and declined and declined, and then recently, in the fourth year for me, and for a long time for a lot of other people, like several years ago, it flipped over, caved, died. Like, this game, it's had its moments, and it's had its good moments, but it is time to finally put it to rest. This game, for me, in my humble opinion, has been like a beaten horse. It's time to end it. Like, this game is fun for me, and I really do enjoy it, but I'm not even really having fun anymore. It's kind of like, it's more just muscle memory. It's just like, there's no good games, really, to play that are better. Like, there's not, like, something for when I was, like, first into Overwatch, or Fortnite, or Minecraft, or COD. Something like that just reels you in and just hooks its virtual video game hooks into your skin and just keeps you there. It's a game that I've already had that experience, so I already just gravitate towards it. It's almost like a drug. I don't know if I would relate this to a drug, but that's probably just, yeah, I'm addicted. But no, like, this game, there's just nothing really out there to compete with it. Every other game that I have, I played to oblivion, so there's just nothing really that gives me that feeling that I have to play this type of game. And that's why I was always on it for so long. And out of all my friends, really the only person that stuck with this all the way was Joseph. And Joseph, by the way, if you are watching this video, which, if you are, thank you throughout this whole entire time, these last 4 years, thanks for playing the game with me. You were always that one friend that would always back me up if I needed a fill, so thank you. I tremendously appreciate that more than you actually realize. With this game, it's had its ups and downs, like I've said, and I wanted to kind of look at some of them. So, we're going to start with the downs, and we're going to end this on a positive note, to give it a last hurrah and a final goodbye. This game, like I said, it's had its downs, but the downs have been very bad sometimes. With any video game. This game in particular, though, oh boy, it was bad. So, Blizzard, Activision Blizzard, I like the company. I really, really do. But you guys sometimes do not know how to listen. I swear to God, this game sometimes would have the most broken glitches and characters and map exploits and some of the worst garbage you would see in video game history, and they would just never get fixed, or they'd be so delayed on being fixed that people just give up and leave. Everyone's tolerance is different. I personally was giving Blizzard the benefit of the doubt, but some things just frustrate me beyond belief. Certain characters like Bastion and Junkrat, for starters, those characters would be so broken at some points that they would literally plague the game. And until they got nerfed, it was miserable, absurdly miserable. We've had some weaker ones, or like we've even had some similar ones, but not personally my cup of tea. But some people, it is their cup of tea. Some people really do hate these characters, some people don't. Like, for example, some characters that I also didn't like was Mei, Doomfist. I also didn't like some of the other tanks, like ROADHOG, back before they nerfed him where he couldn't one-shot anymore. Like, there's just some characters that were just really broken. Some maps were not fun, like the capture the point maps compared to payload. Payload is more fun than capture maps, just because capture maps, the spawns are broken. Like, Ayuthia, or whatever, that's not necessarily the best map. It could be better. Some other maps like Watchpoint Gibraltar, however, though, those are more fun. You can move the payload, and some maps that are just like control heavy or camp heavy, like Voskaya Industries, the spawn is basically like right near the point. You can't really do anything, and it just gets really frustrating fast. And there's just been several things with toxicity, like Overwatch was getting to the Modern Warfare 2 level type of toxicity, and I've never seen that, and that's not a good thing. It's funny, don't get me wrong, it really is funny, but if that's all the game really is at this point, it's not really fun. It's more just kind of like that's the game. It's funny as a joke, like Modern Warfare, the current Modern Warfare, or Modern Warfare 2 rather, for example, you could still have fun for as much as that game was toxic. You would just, avoid the toxicity. Overwatch got to the point where like literally everything you played was toxic. People would use certain characters that they basically ruined their reputation and call them throwing picks. Like, for example, like a Widowmaker. You can't play a Widowmaker without getting somebody, one single person from either team calling you crap. Like, literally, like, even the enemies will be like, wow, this Widowmaker sucks. It's just like, what the hell am I supposed to do? Like, you just can't... It's like, Widowmaker's stigma as a character, her reputation is trash. Like, you can't play Widow, especially on console. Like, people will basically burn you at the stake. And that's not healthy, nor is it fun, nor is it good for the game. If you can't play a character because it's that stained of like a relationship attached to it, there's something bad there. Another thing that would also annoy me about the game is just like how frustrating some of the players would be, like by throwing and using Smurf accounts, and this really wasn't fun at the end of the day. But at the end of the day, at the true honest to God end of the day, Overwatch had a lot of good peaks. It was fun, it was innovative, it took the characters and made them like such fan favorites. Like, you wouldn't expect a character with an ability to be so memorable and popular, but you really got attached to the characters. Like, Overwatch made the characters something that I cared about. Like, actual people, almost. Like, I would love to meet the voice actors. I would love to read comics about the characters and get to find out the lore. I read the little ebooks on Twitter. Like, there's so many fan favorites. Like, there's Tracer, Hanzo, Genji, Winston. I can keep going. You got Mercy, you've got Anna, you've got so many stories about amazing characters. Soldier and Reaper, two of the most iconic characters in this game. Like, Reaper and Soldier, their relationship about the going back and forth, like former friends, now arch nemesis, or arch enemies rather. But like, that's a good story where you're hooked, where you want to figure out what's going on next. Like, I really was disappointed how this year for the PvE mode, there was no new story. For Archives, there was no new story, and that really bummed me out. I was hoping that they would make that, but I guess they're saving that for Overwatch 2. But Overwatch, it had really good storytelling. It had so many cool things, like the competitive mode before it got bad. I'm stressing that real quick. Before competitive got toxic and bad, competitive on Overwatch was the most fun I've had competitive gaming in my life. In my life. I've never had so much fun actually trying my balls off to try to show somebody that I'm good at a game. I strived to get top 500 in this game because it meant that much to me. I wanted to show people that this was my game where I would whoop your ass. And I really did. I really wanted to do that, and I tried so hard, and I couldn't get anywhere. For the first 2 years, I was getting frustrated. I had Smurfs on my team. I had people that were reverse boosting. I had so many things that were just handicapping me. I'm just like, this is not my fault. Why am I just the most unlucky person in the world? And then in the beginning of the 2nd anniversary update, we had competitive free-for-all. This was my time. This was the time that I put on my big boy pants and I play Reaper, my favorite character, the character I know I can whoop ass with, and I go into free-for-all and I am trying to do my absolute best. I am going hardcore. I will not let anyone stop me, and I will win this lobby. I will win every lobby, and I will be top 500. And I did. Actually, I did it not once, not twice, but 3 times. I got one of my biggest dreams 3 times in a year. In a year. And, on top of that, one of them was in Team Deathmatch. So I can work in a team setting, but when the game's not terrible. Overwatch, it's had many great memories for me. I've sweated my balls off to try to make my account as shiny as possible, but things just have to come to an end. One of the examples about me trying to make the account good or like popular is I wanted to show off the top 500 aspect of my account. I wanted to show people my hours and my stats. I want to even get the silver portrait. Now, originally I wanted to get max rank, but that's not going to happen anytime soon. Maybe in Overwatch 2 because everything carries over, supposedly. But I originally wanted the max rank, then I wanted a gold portrait, and then I wanted a silver portrait, and then I just stopped. I was really close too. I was like 30 levels away, but the reason why I stopped is because everything that I tried to do was for everybody else, and it wasn't really for me anymore. Originally I did, but when the game got more frustrating, I was just like, oh, if I suffer through this enough, I'll get this cool thing that I can show off to people. But really, at that point, it wasn't really for me. I didn't really care about the rank anymore. I just wanted to have fun, and I wanted to show a rank off for when I was having fun, or like a memory, basically. Like it shows the logo shows a memory that I had in my past that I really cherish. And when the game stopped being fun, it was more for like, I guess, publicity. And I realized just recently that that's not a way to go. The rank doesn't necessarily mean anything if it doesn't mean anything to you. Like, sure, like this is actually a good example of something that I saw recently that might blow your guys' mind. I'm serious. When it comes to the media all around us, news, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, YouTube, Twitch even, all these popular outlets for people to talk to each other, even Discord, Skype, anything online, Xbox, PlayStation, Steam, something where you're talking to somebody from across the world, or I guess country, or state, or whatever have you. You're trying to get your message out there. And the thing is, though, is that with that message, some people may take it the wrong way, and some people also may not care. Let's say you have a bracket, right? You got the people that care, you got the people that don't care, and then you also got the people that don't care, and they also don't like what you're doing, so they almost kind of give you crap for it. So you got the supporters, the haters, and the people that just don't care. And you want to target it for the people that you care. And one of the people that you should care about the most is you. It's your rank. It's going to be something that you're going to have for the rest of your life. It's something that you should put your time in, you should put your effort in for you. Not for anybody else, for you. And with Overwatch, with that silver portrait, I lost that value of meaning to me. It was more for, like, bragging rights. I like bragging rights a little bit. Like, let's be honest, who doesn't like bragging? At least a little bit. That was the whole point of the top 500 thing anyway. It was mostly for me, but it was also for a little bit of bragging. I mean, let's be honest. And the thing is, though, when I realized that I was doing this for people that might not even necessarily care, you could actually try your hardest to achieve something that you think will make you look cool, and people might not care. Like, for example, when you scroll through Instagram, for example, when you see a funny post, and you like it, and you type in your comment, and you think about it, do you ever really go back to that video or that photo? Like, you could look at somebody and they have a photo of this brand new, like, Lamborghini car, right? And you'd be like, oh, wow, that's cool. And you look at it for like 3 seconds and you swipe again and it never shows up ever again. You never think about it ever again. You just don't care. And that person that bought that car, if it wasn't for them and it was for sentimental value, and they just only did it for you to care and you didn't, it was a waste for the car. And that's kind of what the silver portrait was for me, is that it became the car. I originally thought that I would like it if people liked it. And that just wasn't the case. Now, I'm thinking about it this way. If people don't like the silver portrait, or if people don't necessarily like the fact that I don't have a silver portrait, that's fine. At the end of the day, it's all about what makes you happy. And Overwatch made me happy. Sometimes people give me crap being like, oh, why are you playing Overwatch? It's a dead game. Why are you on it still? The game is toxic. The game's not fun anymore. It's only for just porn. Trust me, I've heard that excuse a lot of times, especially that last one. But, like, Overwatch means a lot to me. It's not just a story. It's not just a video game, but this is a piece of me. It's helped me through shitty days. It's helped me through bad experiences. Sometimes I would have, like, a terrible day, and I just wanted to play something that was fun. And Overwatch was that game. I would load up Overwatch, and I still watch the intro cutscene all the time. Like with Winston talking and everything, that gives me goosebumps because it's pure. You can see that the innocence and the desire that Activision Blizzard put into that game. I understand that the players made it toxic, but Blizzard is probably the most well-respected company in my eyes ever. They really tried to put their hearts and soul into that game. Like, the whole entire Blizzard team, thank you for giving me one of the best 4 years of my whole entire life. Truly, honest to God, thank you. I've had bad days, and I just wanted to play Overwatch on my Xbox. And it made me really happy. And I want this to also be kind of a thing for you guys as well. For whatever game you're grinding right now, if it just feels like a chore, and you don't want to end up growing hatred towards your game, just do the thing that's right and just stop playing the game. And unfortunately, it took me a long time to realize that. That was the same logic with COD. That was the same logic with Fortnite at one point. Sometimes you just get really bad burnout and you want to just finish something because you think that you're going to like it or you think it's going to pay off, and it really just makes you frustrated, like kind of like Fortnite with the mechs. Like Season 10, it was a grind to get that battle pass. Trust me, I wanted to quit that season so many freaking times. But I got through it. And was it really worth it? Sorta, not really. Like, it was worth it at the end, don't get me wrong. I really did enjoy that battle pass and the skins were worth it. But when I think of Season 10, I wasn't thinking like, oh, how fun that was. I was thinking of more like, wow, this sucked. I hope I never have to do it again. And the memories are what makes it important. Like, for example, like, you wouldn't play a game that you think sucks. You wouldn't do that. You play it for the memories, the fun moments, the awesome stuff, because nobody's really going to remember the things you did, but you will forever. And, like, you can't keep the golden guns, you can't keep the rank. Like, that's not forever. But your memories are. You will bring that to your grave. Unless you plan on burying yourself with your Xbox, I don't know. Like yeah, you just bury me like this, I got an Xbox controller in my hand and you got Overwatch on the screen. Like, that's not going to happen. So, it's the memories that you make of it. Make your games and your memories count, and that's what I did with Overwatch. I really, honest to God, hope that when Overwatch 2 comes out, I can re-experience those fun memories that I did with Overwatch 1. I've had so many great memories on this game. and I'm really looking forward to Overwatch 2, and I just hope it was something that you guys ended up enjoying too. For everyone that watched the Overwatch series all the way through, from beginning to end, and even watched my miscellaneous videos, my funny moments videos, thank you. You're just as important to me as the game. Like, don't let that be fooled. Don't let this game fool you. I care about you guys a lot tremendously, and I want that to be known. And I appreciate you guys tremendously for the support on all the Overwatch content I've made in the last 4 years. It's been amazing, and I'm really hoping we can do that again sometime. So, one last thing that I just want to say before I conclude this almost 20-minute video. In fact, it's over 20 minutes, but I don't care. When it comes to anything in general, let this be something to be remembered, okay? Other than just Overwatch, other than just gaming, life in general, make sure you're having fun. I know I'm sounding like Papa John here, like Daddy John giving wise advice, but it's true. Make it count, because sometimes with games, or just life in general, if you end up grinding something and it wasn't satisfying in the end, you probably were doing it wrong. Like, for example, if you complete a goal and you didn't get that feeling of satisfaction like you should with a goal, then it really wasn't worth it. And if you feel like you're getting that way, like, for example, if you can't see yourself completing the goal and being happy, and you look at more of like with toxic members, like, oh, I hope I never have to do that again, that wasn't worth it, then you don't want to do it. But if you're like, blood, sweat, and tears, and if I get this, I'm going to be so happy, then you're doing it right. Don't give up just because it's inconvenient. I didn't quit Overwatch because it got difficult. I quit it because it was the right thing to do. The game is fun, and it is enjoyable, but like with anything, you need to let something have a break. You need to take some time. You need to let things die down for a bit. If you love something, you set it free, and so Overwatch, I'm setting you free. If you come back to me, then you're mine, obviously. That's how the saying goes. And I'm really looking forward to Overwatch 2. And I'm really looking forward to just gaming in general. Here's hoping that Overwatch 2 will be that game that I get hooked again, you know? So, and just enjoy life, guys, and have fun with your games, like how I did with Overwatch. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Your life will be good. Anyways, guys, this is today's video. I hope you enjoyed. Overwatch, I love you. You're my bro. And I've said everything that needs to be said. I hope you guys ended up enjoying. If you did, I would really appreciate it if you could drop a like. It would always be greatly appreciated, and it'll let you be able to tell me that you guys want to see more videos like this. And if you also enjoyed and you do want to see more content, make sure you drop a sub. It's also really appreciated, and I'll let you know when I'm uploading next, unless the notification bells need to be turned on, if that's still a thing. But yeah, leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that wonderful stuff, and stay good, Overwatch heroes. I'll see you later. Peace, guys.